Alright, so here's the moon. It's supposed to set about an hour and 14 minutes from now. Hopefully you can see it right there. Hopefully you can see it's right there in the middle. Try to get the camera to focus. Okay. It's right there in the middle. It's almost a half moon. It's right there. Top half is white, top half is lit up. So what the moon is doing right now is, like I said in the last video, the moon moves a little bit slower than the sun does. It's like about 25 hours for the moon to make a full circle around the earth. Now the sun is right there. I'm underneath a tree right now, so yeah, you can see it. So the sun it's moving faster than the moon does around the earth. So the sun it's catching up to the moon right now. So basically what's going to happen is it's like 11:10 a.m. right now. There's the moon again. So at this time tomorrow, 11:10 a.m. tomorrow, the moon isn't going to be in that exact same spot. It's going to be somewhere maybe like up here. Because again, the moon is moving slower. So the moon is probably going to be somewhere up here tomorrow. And then the next day it'll be like over here. The next day over here. Until eventually the sun has caught back up to the moon. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, there's the moon. Right now the moon is waning. That means it is getting less and less white. It is getting less and less lit up. So tomorrow it will be a little bit less lit up. And then the next day a little bit less and a little bit less. That means the new moon is approaching. When the sun, let's see, where is it? When the sun and the moon finally meet up, like maybe a week from now, that is when the new moon begins. Each time the sun and moon meet up, that's a new moon. And then the cycle will continue. The moon will then begin lagging behind the sun. The sun will be, going faster than the moon, and the moon will be lagging behind by about an hour each day. It's not exactly an hour every day, however, it's close, about an hour. So pretty much if you want to know when the next moon rise will be, it's pretty much going to be at the same time, an hour later the next day. And the next moon set will be an hour later each day. So the moon is going to set at 12:24 p.m. today, so that's about an hour from now. So tomorrow the moon is going to set at about 1:24 p.m. And then the next day 2:24 p.m. Whereas the sun doesn't do that. It pretty much sets at the same time every day, and the changes from sunrise to sunset are very minimal. It's like a minute each day. So just wanted to point that out. The moon is, at this time each day, it's going to be getting closer and closer to the sun until they meet up. And that's when eclipses happen as well. Whenever there's an eclipse, obviously it's a new moon because the sun and the moon have met up. Now, some people say that it's not the moon blocking out the sun during eclipse, it's some other celestial body up in the sky. I mean, I'm not really sure. The only thing I can say is that the eclipse that happened, there's the moon again in the center. The eclipse that happened back in 2017 in August, you can look that up on the internet. That was a new moon. That was a new moon day because the sun and moon met up. Now there's another weird thing about the moon. So just like the sun, it moves from south to north, every year. So in December, the sun's going to be somewhere over here at noon. Right now it's noon and the sun is way up here. So it goes back and forth every year. The moon is kind of like that as well. However, it does it faster. So the moon has like a 28-day cycle approximately. It goes through its phases. And basically what happens is the moon, let's see, where is the moon? Oh, there it is. So the moon is going to set somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. Now, okay, we're back now. Had to get my thoughts straight. So the moon is going to set obviously somewhere around here. Well, tomorrow the moon is going to set somewhere over here, and then over here, and then over here, and it's going to keep, going like that, because like I said, the moon moves from north to south like the sun does, a lot faster. So like I said, the moon is going to set somewhere right here. However, tomorrow it's not going to set right here. It's going to be somewhere over here maybe, and then the next day maybe over here, and then over here. And it will go all the way back and forth like that every 28 days or so. Whereas the sun, I believe the sun on the winter solstice, it sets somewhere over here in this field. And then I was just over here last night. The sun set like way over there somewhere, because it's obviously summertime. The sun is way over closer to the north, so it sets over there. The moon will set over here on the full moon as of right now. Like I said, the moon it's really complicated. You know, the only way I know this is because I look at the skies all the time and I study what the moon and sun are doing. So as of right now, during the full moon, the moon will set over here. And then during the new moon, it will set way over there somewhere. One more thing I just thought of now is that, or I reminded myself of, is to explain how, again, on the new moon, where's the sun at? Okay. The sun and the moon meet up every new moon. They will cross each other, so to speak, like that. They will meet up in the same spot. So, and as we know, like I said earlier, the sun moves south to north every year. Every 6 months, moves back to the south, moves back to the north in the summer. So the moon also has to do that, because remember, every new moon, sun and the moon have to meet up. So wherever the sun is at the moon has to be where the sun is. So sometime in December, the sun will be, somewhere over here at noon, rather than being way up here like this. And the moon will also be down there as well to meet up with it. That's in the wintertime. In the summertime, the sun's way up here now. So the moon has to also be up here. I know this sounds really complicated. The only true way you can learn this stuff is you just have to look at the skies very often. And again, there's the moon right there. I just thought I'd explain this a little bit. Hopefully this helps. Look at the skies more if you really want to see what the sun and moon are doing. All right, this is the next day. And again, as we see, the moon is a little bit higher in the sky. And we also see the sun is getting closer. The sun is getting closer to the moon. Where's the moon at? There it is. So yes, the moon is getting closer and closer to the sun. So that's what's happening right now.